Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Randall, and this is Charlene Randall Financial. So, if this is your first time here, please click the subscribe button so that you will get notified and see all the videos that I upload. If you have been watching my videos, thank you and welcome back. So, today we're going to be talking about a couple out of North Texas that was accused of creating a Ponzi scheme uh, and defrauded individuals out of money. But first, it's tax time. And if you need assistance with taxes, tax preparation, or just understanding what you need to do before preparing your taxes, bring into the preparer and all of that information to make your process go smoother and to get you back the refund that you deserve, go click the link below and click randallparalegal.com and someone will get back to you with an email or a phone call to begin your process. So, as I said, we're going to be talking about a couple out of North Texas. So, while many Americans struggled during COVID-19 pandemic, LaShonda and Marlon Moore orchestrated a lucrative pyramid scheme with the sole aim of enriching themselves. Wow. So, court documents and evidence found that LaShonda Moore and Marion Moore co-founded and ran an illegal chain referral Ponzi scheme called BINT. Now, this was going on for some time. I remember hearing about this and actually seeing them on a TV show, a different TV show, and wondering, what was going on because it seems like they were just getting so many people. And then people started to wonder what was going on with their money, the typical Ponzi scheme type of business setup. So, a federal jury found the couple guilty of running a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme during the pandemic. Now, the couple, LaShonda and Marlon Moore of Frisco, were each convicted of 5 counts of wire fraud, 3 money laundering, and 1 count of conspiracy. It makes you think that, people who are doing this, is it even worth it? Once this part happens, it's probably so much going on in the beginning of them getting all this money that they forget exactly what they're doing and that what they're doing is wrong. And so they continue to do it. And the next thing you know, clients are complaining and they get caught and then they have to deal with the consequences. So, as they said, many people were struggling at the time that they did this too. So this was during a pandemic, and they just basically came out with this, telling people they're going to be able to get a good return on their investment. And one person referred another person, and another person, and another person, and basically they continued to grow. They continued to grow. So now this is, what they're dealing with. Officials say the couple told victims they will earn 800% returns for every $1,400 investment and promised a refund if they were unsatisfied. I wonder how many refunds did they give out, if any. All of the victims were structured on 4 levels with more people recruited to continue filling each position. The Moors had positioned themselves so they would receive the final payment. Okay, let's back up for a minute. 800% return. Do you know how good that is? A 800% return. that's just like the best I ever heard. The best I ever heard. 800% returns. This scheme victimized more than 10,000 people nationwide, causing more than $25 million in losses. The Moors used the polished image and even a reality TV appearance. They were also on reality shows to build trust, but behind the scenes, they orchestrated a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. Now, I know that sounds good and it sounds like it's something to get into, and people will do these things if they think they have people that's vulnerable enough to actually get in. So they must have, they knew what they were doing, and that's why they had people getting other people and adding other people so that they could actually make more money or take more money from these individuals. So let's watch this video here about the couple.
Texas has been convicted in connection with a multi-million-dollar pyramid scheme. Marlon and LaShonda Moore are accused of defrauding more than 10,000 people during the pandemic to the tune of $25 million.
Yes, this is a story that our Meredith Yeomans first brought you back in 2021. Tonight, she has the update. Marlon and LaShonda Moore appeared in a Collin County courtroom 4 years ago.
I think the truth will come to light.
To face civil charges filed by the Texas Attorney General's office.
No comment at this time.
The case ended with a $10 million judgment against them. Now the couple, accused of running a pyramid scheme out of their Prosper home, has been criminally convicted in federal court.
And we were just played. We were played with our feelings. We were promised the money. We didn't get it.
Rosetta Fleming says she and her husband invested more than $6,000 with the Moores, were guaranteed returns on their investment, and promised refunds if they weren't satisfied.
We didn't look at it as like it was a gamble. We look at it like it was something out there that could help us, pay the bills, feed our children.
Through the program called BENT, or Blessings in No Time, she says members were organized on playing boards and were told they'd be blessed or paid for recruiting new members at each level. But Fleming says she never received a dime or the refund they requested.
They were African Americans as well, and they were taking advantage of us.
In a federal indictment, the Department of Justice says the Moores targeted the African American community during the COVID-19 pandemic with false and misleading statements and promises regarding high returns to unlawfully enrich themselves, then tried to conceal their scheme.
Because they specifically stated no other race, no other group of people, no social media.
After a 4-day trial in Sherman, a federal jury found the Moores guilty Friday of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and money laundering. The couple, who once appeared on a reality show, Family or Fiancé, now faces decades in prison when they're sentenced later this year.
That it sent a message out to people that this is not tolerated.
Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
The Moores are being held in a Fannin County jail. An attorney for Marlon Moore says he presented evidence that the couple tried to fix the program once it took on a life of its own. But a jury disagreed. An attorney for LaShonda Moore did not respond.
So these people basically targeted African American individuals. They told their clients no other race. They knew what they were doing. And, that's the sad part. The sad part is they knew who to target in a situation like this. They know probably there are a lot of African Americans that go to church that they could probably get in. They call this a blessing. It was COVID. So there was a lot going on where people were desperate, to a certain extent. And they probably gave up their savings in order to get a return and to get back their savings plus more. So this doesn't, and that's not the right thing to do. It's definitely not the right thing to do. These people, had this money for their families, and they probably had things that they had to do, and they said, let me just do this. I'm going to get more back, and they never intended to give them any money, any refund. They just wanted the upfront payments for nothing. Basically, they knew they were not going to return anything, so basically for nothing. So this couple, it seems that they built this, like they say, intentionally for unjust enrichment. So let me know what you think about this, and what is your opinion on this. What do you think will happen in the future? And do you think like it was any way for them to really realize that they weren't legitimate, and they weren't going to return? I just think that with an 800% rate of return, I swear that is the best that I ever heard. So I could see somebody signing up for that when they heard 800% rate of return. Like, especially, if you are really desperate, or you really need money fast, and you think that they're actually going to do what they say they're going to do because you think they're smart enough to do so, right? Okay, so leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.